really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing coming to you live. It's your boy D Free. This the Roll with the Punches podcast, man. What's going on, Free?
What's going on, man?
Good to see you, man. Salute to everybody in the chat early. I see Healer the teacher, my man T. Of course, my brother Big Tex, my man Crush the Duck. Salute to my man Crush, old Duck and Crush. So, you know, we got a lot to talk about today, man. We heard about we heard the interview with $1 Million Worth of Game with Sugar Shakur, the Puerto Rican superstar. So we heard him, and now we gotta talk about your boy Bud Crawford, D Free's main man. What's going on with this dude trying to snake? What is going on with this guy trying to snake Errol out, man? What you think about that, man?
Man, I mean, it is what it is. The man is a snake. I mean, we can't call it no other way. I mean, the man said it himself. They already made a contract. It's not whether he's up open for it. It's in the contract, and now he's forcing Earl to fight at 47 when they already agreed to fight at 54.
Yeah, I mean, you know the funny thing about this, man. I just wonder, like, is this dude Terrence really a scumbag like this, man? Because I feel like your boy, I feel like Errol gave him everything, man. I don't know what more you could do for that kid.
I mean, of course, the man. I mean, of course, he's a snake. I mean, what my man, BFTV said it best. What other fighter they had to flip a coin to find out who goes out first and who goes out last? They've never done that. In order for them to make the fight, they had to flip a coin. That was the last request that Bud had to get in order to take this fight. So I mean, the man never really wanted to fight Earl Spence. He gave every stipulation to get Earl to back out of it. Earl was a man of his word. He wasn't going back out.
Yeah. I mean, you know the funny thing is, man, and I know you get mad at me when I bring this brother up, man, but Sugar Ray Leonard, man, never did this kind of stuff, man. I never heard of Sugar Ray Leonard ever doing this kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, as much as my brother D Free hate when I bring up Sugar Ray Leonard, man, that's just not how he did it, man. But it's just wild to see this, man. I see my brother Crush in here talking crazy. Like I said, Crush, man, I've been challenging you, man. You scared to death. We can do it right here. BBO Boxing, my man Crush. I want an easy win, man. I want an easy win. You know, it'll probably be I want an easy win, man.
Wow.
You
know, easy win.
You type of cat, man, that you just choke out with your bare hands, man. You know, that's kind of cat you are, brother. But shoot to my man Tommy, I thought I smelled some adobo seasoning, man. Seahawks suck. I just want you to know that. But I think the bigger picture is how much money you think Errol and the man.
You broke up. You broke up for a second. I don't know what happened with BBO. His internet, he on that Obama phone, his internet going out. Gotta wait for him to come back. He was asking me a question. He said, "Did y'all see Bud Team?" Steve Nelson said it's 47 or nothing. Yeah, I saw that. I think BF had already talked about it. He said EJ went ahead and accepted it. He said if it got to be 47, then that's what it got to be. I don't like it, but EJ's a man of his word, and EJ's going to take the rematch at whatever cost. That's the type of guy that EJ is. What's going on, Bruce Guys? What's going on, Thomas? My man Crush. What's going on with y'all fellas? Wait for BBO get his Walmart internet back up.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear nothing you were saying, man. I don't know. This phone acting up a little bit, but my man said, "Did y'all see Buzz Team?" Steve Nelson say it's 47 or nothing. They hope Earl don't accept so they don't have to make the fight again. I mean, either way it goes, man, that's the kind of stuff you expect from grimy dudes like Bud, man. He like your boy Sugar Shakur, man. You know, just a real grimy dude, man. Type of dude that'll steal your cell phone, help you look for it. You know, you gotta watch cats like that, man. I mean, I don't know. That's D Free's guy right there, though, man. So what you think about this, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's fucked up when you making deals with the devil because you bound to get burnt. And this is exactly what's happening with EJ right now. It's the same thing we saw happen with Deontay Wilder. When he made deals with Tyson Fury, he got burnt in it. So, I mean, it goes to show when you deal with grimy type dudes, eventually their real self is going to come out. They can act like they're nice and they're calm and they're respectable, but eventually their real self is going to come out. Once they get the upper hand, they're gonna pull all the cards in their favor.
Yeah, and you know, I think the crazy thing about it is nobody's shocked by Bud being this way. I don't think nobody's shocked. Look to my brother Juan. I don't think nobody's shocked by this, man. He said the internet was better with Obama. That brother's sick. Salute to my man Juan. He said BBO gonna get effing messed up with me, my mama. He better let the beast sleep. Well, all I know is this, man. You're scared to death. You're making coward moves, man. You ain't got the nuts to see me in the debate. That's just what it is. Tell the people what it is. You don't have the nuts to see me in the debate. You know, I'm like D Freeze boy, Chill Fimo, man. I'm the most feared man under 147. I'm like my brother Chill.
That nigga's not feared by nobody, man.
But you know, ain't nobody saying his name. He said, I was thinking the same stuff. But it's the thing. When you talk about, you know, Bud, this is the same thing that Bob Aaron was saying. Bob Aaron was saying, you know, he's hard to deal with. I could build a house from the ground up in Hollywood from scratch with the money I lost. And I get it because I think Bud is a little delusional, man. Even with him getting the belt, he's still not a bigger star in the era, I don't think. What you think?
I mean, the man is delusional because he thinks the biggest fight is between him and Canelo, and that's not the biggest fight. The biggest fight to be made actually is still Canelo versus David Benavidez. That's the biggest fight. So the man just believe himself is in a different world than these other guys when he really not. He really not. The man is he's a good fighter that can't sell. That's what he is. He's a good fighter that can't sell. So I mean, he got to take. And then the main reason why he can't sell is because he's not liked by fans outside of Omaha like that. He has a few fans outside of Omaha, but majority of his fans is in his home state. And the reason being is because he does shady business. And you can't sit here and go over to the UK and say they have the best fans in the world. and you got you from the United States. How you expect fans to want to root you on and stand behind you when you sitting there giving another country more respect than him? You will never see Canelo saying the United States is the best fan over Mexico.
Never.
Canelo always respect Mexico, even though there's a lot of Mexicans that don't like Canelo. He still never disrespect Mexico.
Mm-hmm. And I think I think the thing that's so crazy about this street is that we really are watching a total erosion of like men with standards, bro. Like that's a crazy thing. I think it's a bigger thing because the man's word ain't worth nothing. I mean, my God, at the end of the day, man, why would you do all this, Earl, a stand-up dude, and then he's not? And you know what it is?
Right.
You want to call it whatever, people like to call it different vibes, whatever they want to call it. At the end of the day, man, he's a scum, bro. He's a scum.
Yeah.
People like him mess up boxing. Say what you want about Floyd. Floyd didn't do no lying, bro. Floyd didn't do no lying. He might have not did it when you wanted him to, pause. But at the end of the day, he told Cat, hey, you want to fight me, fight Earl. Said at the Showtime, and he said at the one time. And both of them dudes were like, no, we cowards for real. We don't want to fight them. We don't want to fight a young Errol Spence. And hey, guess what? Strong ended up having to fight him anyway. So it just shows that there's no need to be scared of these guys, or I ain't even gonna say scared. There's no need to be, upset or act like you can't go fight these guys because you got to do it. My man Crush said, Bud is as far as a cesspool, no respect for dude. My man Tommy from the Bronx, Mr. Double himself, he said, laugh my butt off. He said, your boys on fire. Said to my brother T. He said, what you want to debate? What you calling me dope boys like me calling you H.I.
And see, the thing is, a lot of people keep saying, well, Bud won the fight. He's the A side in this situation, and he get to make the calls. No, there is no A side in this situation. And the reason there is no A side is because they already signed the contract. The contract has already been done. There is no A side. Whoever was the A side going into it, that was who the A side is at this point in time. And he said it out of his own mouth. It's already in the contract. So it's not whether I'm open to it. We already signed the contract. So there is no A side. You got to honor the contract.
But you know what? This is the same guy who was trying to sign to Bruce Kinahan, who was a known mobster, known, do some very foul things. So it's just like, to an extent, I guess I'm just disappointed, man, because I expected more from Bud. I thought he was such a solid dude, but he turned out to be just another liar. And it's just crazy, man, because that's what kills the sport, man. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, the reason guys taking over KSI, Salt Poppy, they're taking over because their word is good, man. When they say they're going to fight somebody, they usually do it. At the end of the day, man, say what you want. Yeah, he got the right to say 147, but why get in the press conference and say, I can fight him at 154? I mean, you're not going to get the Canelo fight because Canelo is going to be with Al Haymon for the foreseeable future, man. There's going to be 2 fights with him and Jamel.
I think the whole thing is he's doing this because he really don't want to fight Earl again. He really don't want to fight Earl again, and I think he's doing this because he knows that Earl can't make the weight and it's too hard for him to make the weight, and so he's trying to get Earl to say, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to go to 54 and fight somebody else because he really doesn't want to fight Earl again, and that's the only thing that I can see that it will be because. This is the same man that said he's not fighting Jerome Boots Ennis at 47, but you trying to make 54. I mean, you trying to make Earl fight at 47, but you saying, oh, you can't make 47. It was hard for you to make the weight as well, and you was the one that missed weight at the weigh-in.
It's just it's just at the end of the day we could go on and on, but that's what you get, man. That's the same thing, You want to know who you are. You want to know what somebody's going to their future and look at their friends. At the end of the day, you hang out with Shakur, Jay Prince, just a bunch of slimy dudes, man. That's what we get. He said, laugh my butt off. Here we go again. It's Uncle defending his man, pause. He said, oh, crap. He said, biggest fight is my 2 ex-girlfriends versus each other. That boy T-Stick, bro. He said, yeah, Bud is bugging. I was reading about the thing he said, or WWE, he's boo-boo the fool for that one. My man Marky Dan, salute, brother. He said, I think if Earl gonna fight him, maybe that's a good maybe that's good. He won't be so rusty, but he did verbally agree, then backtrack. Yo, Mr. Adobo, yeah, that's what we're gonna call Tommy now. If you're on the TWT, show Tommy his respect. Call him Mr. Adobo, man. That's his new name. But he said Bud is doing too much. My man 817. What's going on, brother? He's my man Rodney, a hot rod. What's up, brother? He said, in the contract, the winner picks the weight, not the man that lost. But hold on, what he say?
Not in this contract.
But y'all,
not in this contract.
Y'all tell it. No, you know what though? I gotta be honest. That is true. The contract did say that the winner gets to decide the fight. What I'm saying is this: a hot rod or anybody who has that devil's advocate, opinion. Is, bro, at the end of the day, don't tell the man you're gonna fight him at 154 if you're not. Why tell him that? If you would have told him,
it didn't say that. Bud said it out of his own mouth. He said it's not whether I'm open to it; it's already in the contract. So if the man want to fight at 54, then I'll fight him at 54. It was hard for me to make 47 as well. He said it out of his own mouth at the press conference. I didn't say shit he said.
What I'm saying is, Leonard Ellerbe did an interview about the contract and basically was talking about how the winner of the fight decides if they fight at 147 or 154. I don't know. That's what Leonard Ellerbe said. I could be wrong.
But listen what I'm saying. Normally, that's what happens. But Leonard Ellerbe can't talk about this contract. Leonard Ellerbe has no dealing with this contract. Leonard Ellerbe don't know about what's going on with this contract. They not his fighters.
Yeah, I don't know. Only reason I listen to somebody like Lynn is because he's one of the most honest guys in boxing, bro. You know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Normally that's what it is. Normally that's what it is. The winner gets to choose what they do next. But this not the situation because, like I said, Bud said it out of his own mouth. It's in the contract.
I mean, I think the funny thing about it is when you see the guy, and basically I think what it is, man, don't tell me you're gonna do something you're not gonna do, man. And I don't know why he told them that he was gonna do the fight at this certain. Suit to my brother McLean, aka Mr. Bean Pod, man. If y'all need a final call, Bean Pod, new suit, holler at my brother McLean, man. This brother got it all, man. He really do. He keep everything inside his Jeep, man. Bean pies, suits, everything. He said he's been a hoe, but this what it took. He said,
like I said, if this was a normal situation where the winner chooses where they fight at, then it would be up to Bud. But like I said, Bud said out of his own mouth, it's not whether if I'm open to it or not. It's already in the contract. We both signed the contract. And if that man wants to fight at 54, that's fine with me because it was hard for me to make 47 there. And then Bud just tweeted out, he's walking around at 180 pounds.
Yeah. I mean,
he's walking around at 180.
I mean, I get what you're saying. It's true. I think what we saying though, this is what I'll say. He did go for 2 hours. I don't think he missed weight. I think he reweighed himself. He did reweigh himself because he wasn't exactly on the 147 on the dot. So he left for 2 hours, came back. So I won't say that he missed weight. But at the end of the day, man, Bud easily be going up to 180, man. He said because you don't want to repeat the same performance twice. I'm going to tell you this. There's no way that Errol can ever beat Bud Crawford. I don't care if it's at 154. I don't care if it's at 160. It's a bad matchup. You don't see a Mexican beat a slick black fighter. It just don't happen. I don't care who you are. And I'm gonna tell you this: the only time you really ever seen that was when Marvelous won some big wins against some slick black fighters. But it's not typical. Because think about it: when Marvin got in there with the best of the slick black fighters, Sugar Ray, he got beat to death.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say there's no way that Earl can't beat Bud in a rematch. Though I've seen too many people get beat in the first fight, and then the rematch they get beat. There's too many fights. You got more fights than you can count where the fighter lose the first fight, but then the rematch he wins, and then they have a third fight to settle the score. So I can't say that there's no way that Earl can beat Bud. So because anything can happen. Bud can come in there on an off night. We all say that Earl had an off night that fight. Bud can come in there on an off night and Earl beat Bud. So I'm not gonna say there's no way that Earl can beat him. it's a 50-50 shot because, like I said, I don't believe that was the Earl Spence that we saw in the Ugas fight in any other previous fight. I believe it was something off with Earl. Whether it's true or not, that's my belief. And we will only know what happens when they fight again.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. You don't, and I know y'all don't know what I mean. Hold on one second, Mark. I know y'all don't know what I mean when I say a Mexican. I mean a come forward style. Earl's a Mexican. He fights like Mexicans. He comes forward. You only seen him fight another way versus Mikey Garcia, but his whole career he's fought like a Mexican. So what I'm saying is, unless you Oscar De La Hoya, which we know he's not even close to Oscar De La Hoya, you're not gonna go in there and do the slick fighter like he did Sweetly conventionally. You're not gonna do it. It just don't happen. I can't see
King G. You remember the Muhammad Ali Frazier fight? Frazier got his ass whooped, and then he came back out there and beat the shit out of Frazier. So you said name a fight. That's a fight right there.
Muhammad Ali wasn't no slick fighter. I mean, wasn't no Mexican fighter, bro.
I didn't know. I mean, I'm just saying. He said name a fight where a fighter got beat up, and then they came back and won.
But D3, that was a close 50-50 fucking fight all the way through. Earl versus Bud Crawford was a complete domination. Like that's not a fight where you could look at it and Earl could look at that fight and say, okay, I could take this from it. Okay, maybe my body shots when I come in, I could do this and this and that. I don't know what he could take from that fight and going forward.
Ali didn't get stopped, but he got beat up.
I mean, I think
that's what happened in great fights, though, man.
I know.
But this what I'll say. This what I'll say to that. I think the thing that Free is missing is that you just don't. And for the record, what I'm saying, Crush, you probably don't notice. I'm saying Mexican style. You just don't see Mexicans beating slick black fighters. It don't happen. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this. If you got a slick black puncher, it's gonna be almost impossible for a Mexican to beat him.
You saw
Earl come forward in a straight line. He ain't got footwork. You see Sean Porter and Kell Brook, dudes like that, they did better because they had feet and they had, well, I ain't gonna say they had better jabs than Earl, but they had better feet. Earl come forward in a straight line and he got beat up.
Y'all do remember Roberto Duran beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Leonard, and then Sugar Ray Leonard came back and stopped and made that man quit. Y'all do remember that?
These fights you're describing are competitive wars. Like that, like I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't think Earl is gonna do shit in this rematch. He's gonna get them, annihilated. Even worse.
Shot to my brother Q. He's gonna get the sleeves beat off of him. That's what's gonna happen. That's the thing you gotta understand. It's just a bad matchup.
Whether he do or not, that still doesn't stop that man from taking his rematch. The man negotiated a rematch. The man get a rematch. If the man negotiated a rematch, he gets his rematch. Whether y'all believe he will win or not, that's up to that man to go in there and perform and try his best to get the win. That's up to that man. I'm not saying that man's going to win. I'm not saying that man's going to lose. But that man deserved a rematch because that's what he negotiated.
This is what I'm going to tell you,
Frank. I do agree with you. I do agree with you on that point, D3. But yeah, go ahead, man.
This what I'll say to that, and I'll let you get on this pause. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you feel or what you think he should get. At the end of the day, he can snake him out of it. You realize that only reason Deontay Wilder got that fight with Tyson Fury because he took him to court. That's the only reason why he got the fight. At the end of the day, that's why Deontay got the fight, because he took Tyson Fury to court.
Because you can't get out of a contract. What are you talking about?
But what I'm saying is, Bud can just not fight him. I don't think Earl will take him to court.
That's what you believe. But that's not what Earl believed. That's what you believe. You believe that Earl won't take him to court. We don't know that Earl won't take him to court because he's contractually obligated to fight Earl Spence next because Earl already forced his man. It's a rematch clause.
So you see him spending millions of dollars.
Obligated to fight him at 154?
No, I said he's obligated to fight Earl Spence next. Earl already said if it got to be at 47, then it got to be at 47. He wanted to be at 50.
Oh, then yeah, I shouldn't see the problem then. then it shouldn't be no problem. The fight's all.
Yeah, Earl already said, well, if it got to be at 47, then it got to be at 47. He wants it at 54, but Bud is not trying to fight him at 54. Bud said, no, I want to fight at 47. So Earl said, well, if it got to be at 47, then it's going to be at 47. But he, as long as Earl's trying to make that fight, he can't fight nobody without fighting Earl first.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna read this question from my brother King G. He said, listen to my question again. What fighter got beat down and stopped and then came back and won a rematch? There's none, unless you go back to Joe Louis versus Max Mellon.
Whether they get beat down and stop and come back and win, that's irrelevant. The man got beat up and he wanted to continue fighting. The referee stopped it, but the man got beat up, and like I said, we don't know if he can't win. This is boxing. Earl can go in there and hit him with a lucky punch, and it's lights out for Terrence Crawford. We don't know what can happen. It's the sport of boxing. We see different shit happens all the time.
I mean, I think, and I get what you're saying about, with Leonard. I'm telling you, it's only, I don't even know what Roberto Duran is, but it's only with that. And I wouldn't say he got a Mexican style. I think Roberto Duran is one of the most talented fighters to ever fight. I think people don't realize how great he was. So I wouldn't even dare compare him and Bud ain't not in the same league as no.
And that's another
so
one.
I couldn't even bring that up.
AJ got beat up and stopped by Andy Ruiz and came back and beat Andy Ruiz, and so did Lennox Lewis. He got knocked out and came back and beat Rockmont.
Andy Ruiz got dropped though, man. There was some things
he got dropped, but AJ got dropped 4 times
from that fight.
AJ got dropped 4 times. And stopped.
Hey, but BVO, let my other account in. It's in backstage. Just the one I want to run the fight from.
Okay, hold on 1 second. This is the thing I'm saying. When it come down to the get down, man, we seeing a guy. It's just off principle, man. Maybe I'm old school in effect. Don't tell the man you're gonna do something and then not do it. To my brother Smoke session. I just don't understand why he said I'm gonna fight him at 154 and then don't do it. That's all I'm saying, Free. You can't tell the man, you can't say, oh, I'm gonna do this and that and then not do it, bro. Am I wrong?
Yeah. And see, my whole thing is, like I said, the man said it's in the contract. He is not whether if he's open to it, it's in the contract. So if he want to fight at 54, he can't make 40. It was hard for him to make 47 as well. So he'll fight him at 54. He said if Earl comes to me or he activate his rematch, then I'll honor it. That's what that man said.
Yeah.
That man said that. I didn't say it. I didn't want that. That's what he said out of his own mouth.
So that being said, I'm just wondering, man, like I think what it is with Bud, and I hate to say it, is that he's just very unlikable, man. I think that the way he moves, the way he talks, I mean, he's just one of them dudes where you just want to, get him out of here because he just is just a weird dude, man. He doesn't kind of go with the flow, man. That's the dude who probably was on the wrestling team, man, with the cheap sneakers on, man. He's just a weird dude, man. Because at the end of the day, man, Earl losing that fight, man, I think Earl might have screwed himself by even taking that fight, to be honest with you, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if Earl can beat Tim Tszyu. I don't know if Earl can beat, the best. I don't know if he can beat Mendoza. Do you?
We don't know if we don't know if any of these guys can beat anybody that they haven't fought already. We don't know that. We believe what we believe. We don't know anything until the fight happens. We just believe that this person can win. We believe that that person can win. We don't know anything until the fight happens. So I'm not going to say that he can't beat Tim Tszyu. I'm not going to say that Tim Tszyu can't beat Earl Spence. We don't know none of that until they get in the ring because this is boxing. Anything can happen.
But Earl's a tiny guy, man. He's like 5'9". He's like a little guy, man. He's not the biggest guy in the world, bro. I mean, ain't Tim Tszyu like 6'1"? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really.
You do realize that's not that big of a difference.
6'1" to 5'9"?
6'1" is not that big of a difference to 5'9". It's not that big of a difference.
Maybe I don't know, but it's a few inches. I'm just more or less saying it just seemed like I just don't see him being able to beat him, man. I just think he might be too small for 154, man. I think Earl might have maxed out, man. I really do. Because really, only.
How you gonna say? Hold on. How you gonna say Earl too small for 54, but everybody say Earl's too big for 47?
I think he's a tweener, man. I think he'd be better at 152.
You do realize he started his career at 54.
He did. That was his first fight at 154.
His first 4 fights.
But this is the thing I'm saying. This is the thing I'm saying. No, I didn't say EJ was 6'1". EJ's 5'9". But this is what I'm saying.
No, he said Tim is 5'9". That's what T said. He said Tim is 5'9".
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering, can he take that different thing? Because really, I think the only way Errol can get his career back is if Errol commit and go to 168 where he belongs. I don't see him doing that because he belongs at 168. Unless he's going to go all the way where he needs to be, I think he should just either go up to 168 where you belong or retire, man. Him fighting that one.
You lose it because you said
no.
You said he got to go all the way up to 168 where he needs to be at, but then you just said he was too small for 54.
What I'm saying, I didn't mean to say I said that wrong. I said that backwards. What I'm saying is, I meant to say he's too big for 54 too. I think he really need to go to 160, 168. I mean, at the end of the day, okay. I said that wrong. My mistake. I've been saying he need to go to his natural weight if he wants to be effective. At the end of the day, he's not going to be good at no 154. 160, 168, I can see him being the early. But then he'd be the same size. He'd be the same. He'd be like Triple G was.
No, Tim Tszyu is nothing special. There's nothing special about Tim Tszyu. He comes straight forward. That man is nothing special about Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu got.
He can fight. He can fight, bro. I don't know.
He can punch. He's not no boxer. He's a come forward fighter. He's not a boxer. He's a come forward fighter. No, I said Tim Tszyu is not a boxer. You saying that Errol Spence is too small for 54. Those guys are tailor-made for Errol Spence.
No, what I'm saying is I said that wrong. I meant to say he's too big for 154. I said that wrong. I think he needs to go to 160, 168.
Tim Tszyu is tailor-made for Errol Spence. He comes straight forward. He's tailor-made for Errol Spence. He don't move around the ring.
I'll just say this, man. I'll say this. When you talk,
angry Orchard.
Hey, this is the thing, man. This is the thing that Salute Kikwi. The thing that you're missing is that this dude needs to be at his natural weight to be effective, man. He cannot. Come on, he got beat to death the first time.
I'm saying 54. I'm saying 54 might be enough for him to move up. It's 7 pounds. It's not 47. It's 7 pounds.
Enough. Not enough.
That's what you believe. You don't know what that man can do.
Come on, man. I seen the man.
You saw him drained at 47. You didn't see him drained at 54. So you can't say that.
That was so many years ago. That was so many years ago.
No, I'm talking about now. You saw him drained at 47. You didn't see him drained at 54. So you can't say that that's not enough weight because you never seen him drained at 54.
I get what you're saying. I'm just more or less saying, bro, this is the thing you're missing. And this is what I'm saying. When it comes to Errol Spence, he got a lot of fans. He's a terrific fighter. At the end of the day, man, and he needs to understand that he's a middleweight, bro. He's a middleweight. He never. What did my guy say? I cannot remember the guy with the glasses, man. That fought Pacquiao, man. I cannot remember his name.
Talking about Ugas?
No, the white guy. They always call the fights now. Chris Arreola. Is it Chris Arreola?
Oh, Chris Algieri.
Chris Algieri. So like Chris Algieri said,
Earl Spence too.
And he said that Earl was the biggest welterweight he ever fought in his life. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, in order for Earl to be effective, man, he need to go up to middleweight or 158. If not, it's going to be the same thing.
That's not true. That man was effective. He was effective at 47. He just got beat by one person. What are you talking about?
Well, this is the thing we got to talk about next. So after hearing that $1 million worth of game interview with Sigrid Shakur, man, what do you got to say about the Puerto Rican Prince now, man?
That's the same thing I've been saying. It's the same thing I've been saying. I said I didn't like the fact that when that man said he offered Frank Martin 25%, it wasn't good when Devin he offered you 25%, but now it's is good for Frank Martin. So when Devin Haney offered you 25%, Devin Haney was ducking. But when Frank Martin didn't take the 25% that you offered, Frank Martin is ducking. But none of these situations you were ducking. It was always the other guy ducking.
Yeah, yeah. My take. He's a very arrogant person. It. No, 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 no. I ain't gonna say he's very self assured and confident. But I don't even really know what to make of Shakur. I'm just looking forward to this Santos fight. I, I don't know. That Frank Martin situation is so weird. He himself ain't even. They talked about the whole 50% thing, but I don't know. I really think he was scared and he didn't want to take a loss at that point in his career. But it that whole situation was
Yeah.
weird, bro. Like it didn't make no.
Yeah,
Seven. This the biggest fight in the career, the most money. You got a belt on the line. Why not just take that?
no, because that was $1 million. That was $1 million. But what you have to realize is he was supposed to get 40%. That's what if you look at the WBO rules for a vacant belt, they take 10% out of the 100%. They take 10%. They set that to the side. The remainder 90%, they split it 50-50 with the two challengers. Whoever wins get the extra 10%. So he was actually supposed to get 40% if he loses, or he was supposed to get 60% if he wins.
And
You said the WBO.
I mean the WBC. I'm sorry, WBC. The WBC, not the WBO. The WBC.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think certain sanctioning bodies they might weight it differently based on the fighter, because if Shakur Stevenson is somebody who's making $3.5 million and Frank Martin his highest payday is 100,000, I don't think that they would give Frank Martin 40% of the pie from that event. But that's just my opinion.
I see. It doesn't matter what you believe. I'm telling you what the rules are.
I was just gonna say.
I'm about to show it to you. I'm about to show you the rules.
Yeah, show it to me. But I was just gonna say, I seen in the past Shakur got a higher percentage of the purse to fight Jamel Herring. I remember that situation.
That's because he went behind Jamel Herring back and petitioned for that.
Mm-hmm.
He petitioned for that after they had already agreed. He petitioned for it later.
So
but he's a challenger going up to fight a champion. So you get
petition for it.
But he was the number one mandatory being a WBO champion. But this is what I'll say to that, Marky Dan. I think the thing that you're missing with this is that this is what he's saying about Bud.
Is a no good, lousy son of a bitch. Hey! That's exactly what he is.
Picture on my phone.
And really, to tell you the truth, man, I'm I gotta snatch your chain too. But we gotta snatch your chains, man, because you gotta understand at the end of the day, man, it's not Frank's fault. It's Shakur is a shiesty dude, man. And that's what happened. I mean, he just totally, did what shiesty dudes do, and he stole opportunity from him. I mean, it happens, man. You said Shakur needs to shut the F up, and get ready for Edwin. Edwin got some power too. He said Shakur, when it comes down to it, Tank is the fight I want. So never attending boxing, Devin then. I'm gonna just tell you right now, bro. If he ever was to fight Tank, he's getting beat to death. He's gonna get the life beat out of him. Because at the end of the day, the stuff that Shakur is getting away with, the not being a big puncher, the moment that Tank finds out that you can't hurt him, it's over. It's curtains. You're getting beat to death. And that's the thing you gotta remember. Whenever somebody can't hurt Tank, Tank is a real MF, man. If you can't hurt him, he's gonna beat you to death, man. And that's kind of how he gets down. So I don't see in no event him ever beating him. So we can forget about, ever thinking that Shakur can even handle a guy like Tank Paul. I mean, he'll get beat to death, man. What you think about that, Marcus?
Yeah, no, I think Shakur could win that fight. I mean, you talk about Shakur getting away with not having power. I mean, Tank might not get away with giving away rounds in that fight. Because Shakur is the type of person late in the fight, he don't lose rounds, but I do agree with you in the sense that Tank could land at any time and win that fucking fight at any moment. Still, I mean, shit, that's gonna be a great fight, man. It could be 50-50. I don't agree with this bullshit you saying about Shakur. He's a shiesty dude and he's gonna get beat to death. I don't know about that video.
The thing is, man, you talking to me, man. You talking to a true root boy, so you don't understand this kind of stuff. I don't know what kind of cat Shakur is. I grew up around guys like that. The dude purposely, just like he did with Jamel Herring, he doing the same thing with Devin Haney. He like to go behind people's back. If we got an agreement, he want to go behind your back and do something else. And that's crazy. I mean, the fact that you condone that is laughable. He said that was Bob that did that for Shakur. That was Bob that did that for Shakur. To get the WBO or hit him, I guess, which will be the same. All I can say is this: when you talk about Tank Davis against like Shakur, that's a 60-40 fight, man. And I said 60-40 fight only because, man, it's hard to beat Tank, man. Tank is not like some tomato can, bro. You gotta tell me, like, what fighter has he ever fought that had the kind of power Rolly did? Tell me that.
You talking about Shakur?
Yeah, who has he ever fought that had the same kind of power that Rolly has? Just name one.
I mean, okay, Nakatilia, but even then, Rolly's power is overrated than a motherfucker. I mean, who has Rolly fought? Who is Rolly beaten? Let's talk about that then, BBO. Since we want to bring up Tank Davis in an argument, you must be crazy.
No, you must be crazy. That's what I've seen Tank do. He beat Rolly Romero, big puncher. He beat Ryan Garcia, another big puncher. He just beat big puncher after big puncher. What was that one guy he fought? The guy that beat Chris Colbert. I can't think of the guy's name. Garcia, the other Garcia he fought before Ryan Garcia. Everybody he's fought has a lot of power, man, that can get you out of there. And I'm telling you, he has Shakur hasn't fought one guy like that. He hasn't fought one guy that can do any of that. My man Roddy said a kingpin Inoue. I like Inoue, but at the end of the day, go ahead.
No, I said hell yeah, kingpin Inoue.
Yep. I like Inoue, but I'm gonna tell you this: his biggest fight is gonna be against Robeisy, man. When he fights Robeisy, we're gonna see what kind of fighter he is. But to say that Rolly's power is overrated, I don't know what you're seeing. He was knocking fools smooth. It's a fight that he obviously lost, and they gave it to him. Rolly was knocking people smooth out, man. I don't know what she was watching, Marky Dan. I mean, they might have been kids, but he looked like and that's what made him fall in love with his power, because he was knocking fools out cold. I don't know if he was watching that, bro. He was knocking dudes out cold. But I want to ask you guys.
Okay, let me tell you. Do you want to know who? Well, my bad, BBO. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done.
No, I was just going to say. Do you know who Rolly Romero's biggest win is against?
Who,
Anthony Yiggins.
Yeah.
No, Anthony Yiggins, a dude that he brought in off a 2-year layoff, and the motherfucker missed weight. Yeah. BBO. Stop, do not ever bring up Rolly in a conversation to try and win. Like, that will always get your argument torpedoed. Like, don't ever do that. That nigga is trash.
Hey,
he's garbage.
You keep saying he's trash, bro, but he just won a belt at 140 after coming off a loss.
You trolling, bro.
He just won a belt. Coming off
in the most controversial title fight ever. Niggas laugh when they talk about Rolly. Come on, BBO. That was a robbery.
At the end of the day, the old man.
Referee stopped that fight while that man was throwing a punch. That old man was whooping the shit out of Rolly.
Oh my God. Nah, it's a robbery. Come on, man.
Yes. You can't be serious. BBO.
It's a robbery. Salute to my brother, Juan.
What's going on, big dog?
What's up? What's up?
So I'm only on here because the other day BVO said some crazy shit.
Yeah. That's what BBO does. Yeah. Mhm.
So
BBO
no.
Baldini don't say nothing crazy.
So what's
dog.
the issue with Shakur Stevenson? Don't start that. What's the issue with Shakur
Damn,
Stevenson?
I threw that shit away. I can't find
The
the
issue
fucking
with
my damn.
this is what we saying. You saying his name wrong. You gotta say the Puerto Rican star Shakur Stevenson.
No.
That's what he wants. You gotta say it like that. You gotta say it like that. You
What's
gotta
the
show him
issue?
his respect. There's no
What's the
issue. I love the kid. We think he's a terrific fighter, man. I can't say nothing about it, man.
I don't hate the kid.
You don't.
I don't hate the kid, but I just like to put him in the hospital, though. I like to send his ass to the damn ambulance.
So that's just how I feel about Shakur. I want to see Tank put him in the ambulance, man, because he been talking so crazy. I mean, he got on there, man, with the S-Curl kid and was just talking so crazy like he was a dog, like he's some type of boogeyman. At the end of the day, man, he set the fight up for Frank Martin not to take the fight. That's a coward move. You won't say that, Juan, but I'll say it. At the end of the day, the dude ain't got the nuts, man, to fight no real fighters. Why ain't he fought Jermaine Ortiz, who been calling his name? Jermaine Ortiz arguably beat
Why ain't a lot of fighters fight Jermaine Ortiz? If they lose, this still makes no sense. That fight makes no sense to him.
Yes, it does.
Look at it.
Yes, it
What
does.
fight really makes sense?
I mean,
they fight for a vacant
I
belt.
think Edwin De Los Santos is a better opponent than Jermaine Ortiz, to be honest. But that's me.
Yeah, I mean, Edwin is a better
dude
fighter.
that beat Lomachenko, you out of your mind.
No, Edwin is a better fighter.
Did you see Jermaine's last fight, BVO? He looked terrible. Was completely gassed out in the last 4 rounds, man. That dude, he's a decent fighter, but I think that Loma fight was his peak.
No,
Yeah, now
Edwin is a better fighter, but to say Jermaine Ortiz he gets nothing out of it, they fighting for a vacant belt. That's what we fighting Edwin for, a vacant belt. He doesn't have the belt. The belt is vacant.
That's what I'm saying. It really makes no sense for him to fight anybody. To fight Jermaine Ortiz for no belt and then go fight Edwin for a belt.
For no belt. He fighting Edwin for no belt.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna put my camera back on. I'm gonna tell you this. I just seen what you did, Juan. Because he's Spanish, you came on here to take up for him, bro. And we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, bro. I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, he gotta fight the best. He gotta fight the best. You trying to do this because he's Spanish.
Like I said,
he ain't gotta fight nobody stuff.
The whole thing that I don't like is you turned down 25%, and then you try to make it seem like Frank Martin shouldn't have turned down the same 25% you turned down. You turned it down. Why Frank Martin can't turn it down?
Yeah, they both duck.
I get that both. I get that both.
Frank Martin said I didn't duck. I just didn't take that 25%. He said I didn't duck anything. He wanted to negotiate for a bigger split because that wasn't the reason why they pulled out of the purse bid. Because like I said, they would have split 50-50, 90%. The remaining 10% goes to the winner. That's what the rules are. The remaining 10%.
But if that's the case, then why they didn't just let it go to a purse bid, D-Free?
They
said they agreed to terms days before the purse bid.
You're not listening. They agreed. What he did was he changed it after they agreed and gave him a million instead of the regular shit that they agreed to.
Okay, that's some slimy shit. I didn't know that.
That's what Frank Martin said. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't take that $1 million.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do more research on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like it's kind of wishy-washy because a lot of fighters want to do that to a lot of fighters, and especially like fighters with not like huge names. They want to do that. I do think Shakur did some slime ball shit with that. I just think people forget that there's been slime ball, like there's been a lot of dirty shit in boxing forever. So it's not like this is the first time we've seen it.
Yeah, but I don't mind the dirty shit when the dirty shit leads to fights. This case.
Hold on. This man.
Why you keep cutting out? Bro, you keep cutting out.
Yeah, I can't hear this dude. Yeah.
Your mic
hear me
low,
now?
BBO.
Hold on 1 second. You came on here, bro, to defend Sugar Shakur, bro. That's crazy. You really came on here to do that. Just see what you did, dog. You came on here to make excuses for this dude. You always do that.
And see, I'm on record saying I was favoring Shakur to win that fight.
Hold on, because you can't do that because you do that with Tio all the time. You can't do that. You his uncle or something.
You don't do that with Tio at all. Tio just beat people up. That's all Tio do. Beat people up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, bro. You do that all the time. Stop lying.
No, that's cap. You capped out, bro. At the end of the day, niggas said that Tio couldn't beat Josh Taylor. And what did he do? Just scared him. What are you talking about?
I told Tio to beat Josh Taylor.
Hey, I said Tio was going to lose to Josh Taylor. Tio surprised me in that one. But I also said Tio was going to lose to Kambosos, and he did. I said Tio was going to lose to Devin. He ducked him. So I mean, I was 2 for 1. I was 2 on 1. I was 2 on 1.
But you the same guy. Let me ask you: did you say that Loma could beat? Did you say Loma could beat Tio?
No, I was rooting for Tio to beat Loma. I told you that.
So he beat. So this is what he do. So this is what I don't know why we talking about Tio, but I gotta get Juan because all he doing is putting his cape on for his boy Sugar Shakur. I don't care if the brother's Puerto Rican. What I'm telling you is this: what Tio does is find the best guy in the division and say, you know what, I'm gonna fight him next. Fought Loma, beat him to death, went up and fought Josh Taylor.
No. Don't skip over the fact that he got his ass whooped. And he was ran out of the division. That man ran out of the division.
Yeah, you know he's capping when he starts smiling.
Said, we can rematch, and Tio said, "Nah, I'm going to 40."
You know he's capping when he starts smiling and whatnot.
I'm laughing because my brother D3 is doing the same thing because he Puerto Rican too. You gotta watch him.
You want to jump over that part. You want to jump. He beat Loma and he went to 140. That's not what happened. He beat Loma and then he got his ass whooped against Kambosos. Then he went to 140. Tell the whole story.
He was having a hard time making the weight, dog.
No, he was not. No, he was not. No, he was not. You
no,
never heard Tio say it's hard for him to make 135. You never heard Tio say that until after Kambosos whooped his ass, and then he said, "You know what? I can't make the weight." And then he comes in his next fight at 137 pounds. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
At the end of the day, man, you're not keeping it real, bro. Tio, this what Tio did. I'm off the Tio subject for the rest of the night. Tio went to 135 at like 23 years old, beat Loma, stepped right to 140, stepped right to Josh Taylor.
No, he did not.
Beat Josh
he had
Taylor.
2 fights before Josh Taylor. He had 2 fights before Josh Taylor. He didn't go right to Josh Taylor. He had 2 fights.
That's right. He beat Sandor Martin. He beat Sandor Martin. That's right. The dude that beat 4 division champion.
He beat Martin and he beat Campus.
And he barely beat Martin.
He barely beat those 2 fights.
No, he beat the other dude. He barely beat Martin.
What do you say? Kambosos put hands. Hold on. He said 88 Sports said Kambosos put hands, feet, and elbows on Tio. He mainly put elbows on him. He said, brother. He said, brother, BBO be hard on Devin about Regis in his last fight, but Taylor probably lost to Contrell that was on the layoff. See, what that boy T is doing is doing what he always do. He's Monday night quarterbacking. We're not talking about that. Josh Taylor beat him. He beat Counterall. Ain't about what we thought. The judges said he won. That's just like me saying that Oscar didn't destroy Sweet Pea.
He did.
Oscar did. And the judges said that. So
I'm glad you said that.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead. Got something for you. Glad you said that, because I got something for you. Talking about Oscar destroyed Sweet Pea.
Yeah, he's bugging. He bugging on that one.
This nigga be trying. He be trying, dog. He be trying. BBO be
you know what?
He be trying like shit.
Yeah, I just got it.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
Yeah, fool right there.
Whoever got that. That's what I tell you. It breaks my heart, man, when I hear my brother Juan get on here and cape up for Sugar Shakur, but don't talk about a 2-time lineal champion like Teofimo Lopez, which is crazy, but hey, that's what you do, man. That's what you get. You go on the booth, man. That's what my brother want to do. It's cool, man. Salute to my brother Juan, man. He in the booth, man.
I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just stating facts. You show a lot of hate to Sugar Shakur for some reason.
I don't show no hate. That's all I do. I put a lot of stuff up about him. I think it's a terrific fighter. I think if he ever had the nuts to fight Tank or fight Tio, then we'll really know something. That's for a fact. So you said you got to give Regis a break against Dorillo, whatever that dude's name was. At the end of the day, Regis Prograde is a tomato can beater. He knocked out 4 tomato cans. Not everybody want to talk crazy. And at the end of the day, when he fought Josh Taylor whooped his head that second half of that fight. So I don't even know what this whole Regis thing. Regis is good, but he's not great. When he went up against a real champion like Josh Taylor, he got beat to death. And I believe Devin's gonna beat him, if not stop him.
No.
So this dude's
why
really not that good.
Tio ain't fighting?
Tio's going through a divorce, I believe. I don't know the whole story why.
That's not what Tio said.
I don't know what Tio said.
I tell you what Tio said. That Regis Prograde say, we fight Tio, I'm gonna put his ass in the hospital. And Tio said, man, why? I almost died last fight. Why he say that? That's what Tio said. Tio got emotional.
That's a whole bunch of cat. He said, maybe I'm talking about Tio don't avoid a lot of fighters. Man, that's a whole bunch of cat.
That man said, I'm gonna put Tio in the hospital. Tio was like, man, I'm staying away from Regis Prograde.
Hey man, Tio the only dude I ever heard. He the only dude I know that's the absolute can man. Knocks out Richard Coleman. Steps right.
I'm not saying that Tio can't be Regis. I'm saying he's scared of Regis.
I'm saying the same thing.
There's not a guy under 147 that can see him. And I'm telling you, we put any amount of money on it. If Tio Theodore respects that guy, they go to bed. Everybody he respects gets either beat to death, get their ears boxed off, or they go to sleep. Richard Coleman went to sleep. Loma lost. Josh Taylor lost.
What happened to Kambosos?
He was sick, man. He had a throat issue. He almost died.
Yeah, from Kambosos. From Kambosos. He didn't say that shit before the fight. He didn't say that before the fight.
We just seeing Kambosos lose to Maxie Hughes, bro. What are we talking about now?
I'm not talking about Kambosos losing to Maxie Hughes. I'm talking about Tio losing to Kambosos.
All I can say to that crush is this, bro. When you get the nuts to step the King BBO to a debate, then you talk. Don't say nothing until you get some nuts and fight me, man, on the debate. I don't want to hear nothing. He said Taylor got a gift card twice against Regis and Catterall. I'll give you this. Jack Catterall won, but Regis got beat to death that second half of that fight. I wish my brother T was in the chat because I would have him bring. Because can't nobody tell you how that boy T tell it. But that dude Regis got beat to death into that fight, bro. I mean, it's just what it is, man. You gotta win the whole fight. You can't win a couple rounds.
He got tired.
Why Tio not trying to unify with Matisse?
We all know the reason why.
I know the reason why. I want to hear BBO.
All right, here. Me and you, we know the reason why.
Why he not trying to unify with Cerebio?
He real quiet.
Because he put him in the hospital. If Tio's lungs were blown out against Kambosos, what the fuck he finna do with Matias?
Don't
make BBO.
BBO know Tio be ducking those tough fights. He know that Tio be ducking.
Yeah.
Tio ducked the shit out of Devin Haney. And I'm not a big Devin Haney fan. I like Devin Haney. I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney, but I like him. But Tio ducked the shit out of his ass. He ducked the shit out of his ass. He said they let Kambosos win because they knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop the belts and make it that much harder for Devin Haney to get the belts. That means he did not want to fight Devin Haney.
What you basically said, this is the thing, he hates Devin Haney. So he wanted to do something because he hate him. It's not because of anything else. He just hate the kid. It's okay for that to be the case. He just hate the kid.
No.
It ain't about nothing.
He hates the dude. We're gonna send a contract to Devin Haney, and we're gonna send a contract to Kambosos. Whoever signed first, that's who I'm fighting. And Bob Burns said, "What the fuck is Tio talking about? He don't send a contract to nobody."
Here we go.
He said that man don't know. He don't send a contract to nobody.
That's not what it's original cost.
This is what I'll say, man. That's what I'll say. Go ahead.
Maybe somebody messed up.
This is what I'll say.
BBO, can I get the share screen going?
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to let my laptop charge. I'm on my phone. But this is what I'll say. When it comes to these big fights, man, I think the thing that we all got to remember is this: everybody's not going to do it like the greats did. Everybody's not going to take the best fights. We see it in boxing now. Let's be honest. I'm gonna tell y'all something that everybody don't want to admit. If Tank fought the same niggas T.O. fought, y'all would be calling him bigger than God. If Tank Davis fought those same guys that T.O. fought, y'all would say this
if Tank beat Lomachenko, come on, D-Free.
Oh my God.
If Tank beat Lomachenko, niggas would be, oh my God. Dick riding him all over the place. Pause.
They would ride him like a rodeo show, man. You know it, Free. He would get rolled like a rodeo.
You do realize, even with the fighters that T.O. fight, everybody still believes that Tank Davis is a better fighter than T.O.
But we talking about we talking about the competition. You moving the goalposts as you always do.
He fought moving the goalposts. I said T.O.
That's what you always do.
I said T.O. and Tank, the same person you said. You said if Tank would have fought the guy that T.O. fought, they would be calling him the God. I said they still call Tank a better fighter than T.O., even though he ain't fight the fighters that T.O. fought.
No, but that's his point, D-Free. Tank ain't fought shit, and people putting him on this high-ass pedestal. If he actually fought somebody like Lomachenko or Josh Taylor, who were undisputed lineal niggas, they would be putting him up there with the GOATs.
Whoa,
yeah.
I don't even think that's up for debate.
Wait, what? No, stop.
No.
Let's stop the count.
Yes,
If T.O. only fought two guys. Y'all gotta understand, T.O. only fought two guys. He only fought two.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, I'm not willing to. Yeah, I'm not talking like BBO and putting him up there with top pound for pound guys, but you got to give him his credit.
I mean, Tank Davis only fought two guys. If you want to be real about it, he only fought two guys. So they both only fought two guys.
And it's not like the division is fucking stacked.
They both only fought two guys.
Yeah, it's true.
But them two guys.
No, I give him.
My bad. Go ahead,
bro. I give him credit. I only give him credit. I think I only give him credit for. I believe it's the Pedraza fight, and I believe the Ryan Garcia fight, and for T.O. it's what the Taylor fight and the Lomachenko fight. That's really it.
I give Tank Davis.
Comparing Lomachenko to Jose Pedraza and Ryan Garcia.
So y'all not giving Tank Davis credit for Leo?
Not really.
Yeah,
no.
but
I mean, that's like a side.
I would.
No.
Why you saying no? Why you saying no?
Leo Cruz ain't no Lomachenko. Free. What are you talking about?
I didn't say they was the same level. I'm not saying they're the same level. I said give him credit for Leo. I didn't say Leo was.
But like we're not gonna give him the same credit. D-Free.
No, you're not.
Lomachenko was established at 135.
Are y'all listening to what I said? Are y'all listening to what I said? I said T.O. fought two guys. Tank Davis fought two guys. I didn't say they were the same guys. I said they both only fought two guys.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, you did say that, but at the same time, fighters are not valued the same. We can all agree on that, correctly?
Yeah, but I didn't say they are they the same. They value the same. They still two guys. They two notable guys. That's it. Two notable guys.
Okay, I agree with you, D-Free. They both fought two guys, but I'm still saying off those two guys, T.O.'s resume is better. And if Tank had fought them niggas, the amount of fanboying that would be going on, it would be. I wouldn't be able to deal with boxing.
No, it's not because if you really think about it, right? You think about it. If we're looking at resumes, right? Magdaleno, a scrub, not really nice. Who else? Comey, he got him out of there, so I give him credit for that one. Who else do you really give him credit for?
What the fuck you say? I was on a map before I ever met you.
That's not the point. Like, okay, you've acknowledged the two biggest dudes on Tank's resume are Pedraza and Ryan Garcia. I am telling you, neither of them niggas can even come up to Lomachenko's shins.
I'm not
or
saying
Josh Taylor for that matter.
I'm not saying Ryan Garcia. I'm saying Leo and Pedraza. Ryan Garcia is a third person. I'm saying Leo and Pedraza.
I'm saying, besides the 2 fights that Tio had, right? His resume is shit next compared to Tank's. How you guys are gonna sit here and say that? Because if
outside those 2 opponents, Tio hasn't fought nobody outside those 2 opponents.
So fuck is you guys talking about? Let's really talk about it. Because Tank really sat there, gave Isaac Cruz a chance, and now we talking about Isaac Cruz giving him a whole rematch for what? No reason. There's no reason. You guys, these guys are sitting here acting like, yo, Tank is ducking these dudes. Tank is saying sign the contract. He got a Glock for everybody.
Hey,
He's saying sign the contract.
What contract?
This is the thing, man.
What contract?
This is the thing I want you to do, Juan. I want you to get off of social media, bro, and understand this, bro. At the end of the day, Tank, just like my brother just said in his comment, and Hot Rod don't know nothing about boxing. He said it best. He said Tank Davis hasn't fought no opponent on the level of Josh Taylor, who's a former undisputed champion, and Loma, who's a multiple unified champion. You get no better than that.
Hold up, real quick. I'm looking at what Hot Rod said. He said Tank fought 2 names that was out of their prime. When was Leo out of his prime, and when was Pedraza out of his prime? When Tank fought him.
Yeah,
because Pedraza was an undefeated fighter. Pedraza was undefeated, and Leo only had 1 loss that he revenged and knocked that guy out.
He needs to sit down somewhere, and Vivio needs to sit down somewhere too, because that's crazy. That's crazy. How you guys?
Leo wasn't out of his prime, and Pedraza.
I mean, I ain't gonna say Leo was out of his prime.
Tank was 21 when he fought Pedraza for his first title fight. He was 21.
Yeah, that was probably Pedraza at his peak, and Pedraza went on to have some good performances after that, including against Lomachenko. So
fuck Fred, fuck Howard, and fuck all of them.
What about Robin? She's hot, right?
Robin?
Yeah.
Who cares about that bitch?
What about Benji?
Hot Rod probably was with BBO betting on Ryan Garcia to beat Tank Davis.
Hey, BBO, I gotta go do something quick. When you're ready to do the whole fight party, text me. I'll come back quick.
All right, cool. He said Tio's resume is better than that though. Laughing, he said Tank is trash, dog. Straight up. All I'll put like this. I ain't gonna say he's trash.
I bet he beat your favorite fighter.
I'll say that.
I bet you he won't fight him. I bet you he won't fight him. I guarantee it. I'll bet whatever money I want to bet. Whatever money I want to bet.
Who's your favorite fighter?
Who, me?
Yeah, who's your favorite fighter?
Me? My favorite fighter? There ain't no my favorite fighter. I have a favorite. I have no favorite fighter. I have no favorite fighter. Who do I think?
I'm talking about, that's in Tank Davis's class. Who's your favorite fighter? You say Tank won't fight him, so the only way he won't fight him is if they're not in the same.
I said Tio won't fight him, and Tio won't fight him. Tio won't fight him.
I know Tio won't fight him.
Yeah, Tio won't fight him.
Tio won't fight him.
I've been saying that for years. Tio won't fight him. Same way that Devin won't fight him either. Same way that I guarantee Shakur won't fight him either.
This is the thing I'm saying. Only time we see Tank act, you don't
Actually,
see him
out of all
doing
of them, I think
that.
Shakur might be the only one that fights Tank. Out of all of them, I think Shakur might be the only one that fights Tank.
I don't see Shakur want to go blind, man. I don't see that happening for real. I really don't. I don't see him wanting to go blind, man. At the end of the day, it's a bad fight because you know that no matter what, if Shakur gets clipped, it's over with. Shakur ain't got no chin, man. It's over with. I don't know how you see it any other way, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I think Shakur will fight him. I think Shakur will fight him. Like I said, I think out of all of them, I think Shakur might be the only one that fight him. I don't think Devin is going to fight him because Devin is at 140, and from what I've been hearing, his next fight after if he get past Regis is going to be either Matisse or it's going to be Tio. Bob is trying to make the Tio fight, but it might be Matisse.
That's a big fight. That's a big fight, though. That's a real big fight.
So that means he's not coming down to 135. He's not coming back down to 135. Now, if they fight at a catch weight, that's something different. But I don't think Devin is going to fight Tank Davis.
So, real quick question. So when Charlo fights When Charlo fights Canelo, is he getting stripped for all the belts, or is he getting stripped for that one belt?
He gets stripped for one belt.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
stupid. That makes stupid sense, but whatever.
If he wins, he's probably going to drop the other 3 as well.
I mean, you know, the cool thing about it, and it's the fun thing about debating one. I just think that boxing's in a good place because you're actually getting to see some good fights. But I just want these guys to understand that the only way to make the money that they want to make is through fighting. It's through blood, sweat, and tears, man.
But these guys they outprice themselves too. If you think about it, they really do. A lot of times they do. So it's not like, you know, they can't make the fight. It's just they'll outprice themselves. So it's, a lot of times it's outpricing themselves for what they really want. Because think about it, how much has Devin really made in a fight? How much has he really made? Like after
Devin?
everything?
$4 million.
No, I mean that's as a fighter, he might have made his highest purse might have been $4 million. But you got to realize that Devin is also his own promoter, so he gets paid double.
Exactly. So now
it's different, man. It's different because I'm just saying, man. Devin Haney is one of the reasons why Teofimo was acting so girly about it because he wasn't mad until he seen Devin making all that money with Top.
And I don't know how much Devin got. I don't know how much Devin got paid for the Lomachenko fight. What's going on, Tay? I don't know how much he got paid for the Lomachenko fight because that was on pay-per-view. He might have got paid a little bit more than the normal $3 million or $4 million that he get. So he might have got paid a little bit more. I don't know how much he got for that.
I forgot what I was reading. They were saying that both of them haven't really, like, both Shakur and Devin haven't really made over $10 million for a fight. I was like, so why the hell is it there an issue just to make this fight? Because if that's the case, y'all both making more than $10 million for this fight. If y'all really like make sense of it.
Yeah, he said Devin took less because it's not right.
Yeah, he actually was making a lot of money with the zone. Like he's making a lot of money with the zone.
He was making. I think he was making like a minimum of $4 million. But then, like because he's partnered with the zone, he also get paid for the promotional too.
Yeah, so he was making some real money. Because people got to remember he did promote that Lomachenko fight. That was a co-promotion with him and Top Rank. So he's making some big money.
So is he signed? Is he signed? He's not signed. He's not signed the match room, right?
He's not signed to nobody. He's not signed to nobody.
He's just
that Lomachenko fight was his last fight on Top Rank. He's not signed to nobody.
Isn't the Regis fight going to be on ESPN though?
That's on the zone.
No, it's
Regis is signed with the zone. Regis is signed with the zone, and Devin Haney is partners with the zone.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an easy fight to make. My brother Hot Rod said, Terrence Crawford versus Inoue fight showed me why I have Shakur beating Haney easy. All Haney is a jab. Good night, Irene. I say this. I know what you mean because if Loma can hit him with all them left hands, we know Tank can. But I'll say this: if Shakur fights Devin, man, I want to talk to you about it. I got a big bet I would love to make with you, man, because there's no way Shakur can ever beat Devin. And I said it to my partner D Free as well. There's no way Shakur has no chance against Tank Davis, bro, at all, unless he gets robbed in Vegas. I doubt that happens.
I don't favor none of those guys against Tank Davis because when you fight a guy like Tank Davis, you have to be perfect for 12 rounds. Tank Davis only have to be perfect for 1 second.
Yeah, exactly.
He said.
So I don't favor none of those guys against Tank Davis.
And like over the time that I've seen him fight, right? So I think from the time that he's fought Pedraza to now, he's gotten so much better. Like as a boxer, back then wasn't like a lot, but now he's gotten so much better and he's gotten so much more skills into his game. Like it's just like, bro, this dude can start somebody up and like really hurt them.
Yeah, I just like I said with Tank Davis has a light heavyweight or cruiserweight power. He's at 135. So when you fight those guys that's just as small as you or a little bit bigger than you, that's not an easy matchup. That's a mismatch for Tank Davis all day because for one, Tank Davis is usually shorter than the guys that he's fighting. So he's much faster than them because he's shorter than them, and they got to come down to his level. He don't have to go up to their level. They got to come down to his level to hit him. and you leaving yourself open. You leaving your inside open. That's what we saw what happened with Ryan Garcia. He went to throw a left hook and left his whole right side wide open. Tank Davis caught it.
I'm going to sleep.
I mean, you know what? I mean, what Tay saying that Tank is powerful, but the dude can fight, man. I think that's the thing that's so crazy with Tank is that the dude can fight. And I honestly can tell you, you might need like an Inoue to beat him, man. I really don't see nobody that can beat him, man. I'm telling you, only guy.
And even Inoue is like it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, he gonna beat him because it's like Inoue is much as like we say that is he's still kind of smaller than Tank, and Tank's a big
you talking about Inoue moving up 3 weight classes. This man fight at 122. You telling Inoue to move up 3 weight classes and fight the hardest puncher from 140 on down. The hardest punch, probably from 147 on down. He's probably the hardest punch from 147 and down.
Think he hit harder than Matias?
No,
I believe you do. I see Tank. No, you got to understand. Tank Davis only throws roughly about 6 or 7 punches around.
Yeah.
He don't throw a lot of shots. Matisse throw a lot of shots. Matisse average roughly around 20 to 30 shots around. Tank don't throw that many shots.
And even then, like I think the most I've seen him throw since maybe the Pedraza fight was the first Garcia fight. And that's literally, he didn't even throw that much. He threw probably like 20, 30 punches that like maybe span of like 4 rounds. So it's not like if he throws a lot of punches, he doesn't make mistakes.
Tank don't throw a lot of shots. And he looked for the opening. He throws the right shot. He looked for an opening. He uses his defense and his footwork to not get hit. And then when he find that opening, the man he lands that shot with quickness. And you don't have time to react to it because he didn't watch you.
Took out like when I came back, took it back out again at like fucking 4 o'clock. You saw it.
I think Tank Davis might be the hardest puncher from 147 and down. He might be the hardest puncher.
This is the thing.
Arguably the hardest puncher from 147 and down. Arguably the hardest puncher.
And I'm gonna be honest, I like Tank, but I don't like how Tank is. I don't like Tank outside the ring, but inside the ring, I'm just being honest. I'm just saying I don't like the kind of dude he is outside the ring. Pause. He's a horrible dude outside the ring, but in the ring, he's terrific. Oh, free! Stop, bro.
How you gonna say?
If somebody, let me finish. If somebody grabs your daughter like that, nigga, stop. What are you talking about?
Just because you saw him grab a girl, he didn't go to jail for that. He grabbed it.
You never done no stuff like that.
I have actually. I was in an abusive marriage. My first wife.
But what I'm saying, well, okay. I'm just saying I never seen no cats just grab no chick up by the throat like that, boy. That dude's a wild boy. But as far as boxing goes,
but what I'm saying is you can't say that he's a horrible guy outside the ring because you saw one incident.
He's like Floyd.
Huh?
Didn't we hear the tape of his girlfriend screaming like she was in running from somebody? Did you not hear that tape? We heard the tape, man.
Yeah, I mean, she recanted that whole story. He didn't go. He got taken to jail, and then she dropped all the charges. She said, "No, I made all that up." She put shit on his toothbrush. She put shit on the baby's toothbrush. She said she made all that shit up. She did all that shit. Tank Davis had spit on his face and all that. She did all that shit. She said she did. I'm saying I don't know the man personally, so I'm not gonna say. I don't know the man. I don't know the man personally, so I'm not gonna say he's just a horrible guy because I don't know him personally.
Ross said, he said Sugar is a fuck. Should understand this is a will not be sloppy like Haney is. For Haney to be a pure boxer, he gets touched way too much and compared to Shakur. He's not boxer, man. That's just more reputation than actually being it. He said, I agree. I don't like Sugar Shakur's style against Rank. He's flat-footed, sometimes trying to get.
You said he gets Tank. You said he gets Tank.
Rank by just staying out the.
I'm sorry to go funny for this man.
Want to land flush. This is the thing I'll say, man. You talk about
you breaking up.
Man.
No, I'm saying you breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yo. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, my bad. What I'm saying is when we talking about what we seeing, man, Sugar Shakur make excuses of why he didn't want to fight Frank Martin. Because I honestly got Frank Martin knocking him out. Because at the end of the day, I don't see him outboxing Frank Martin. Now, if he would have beat Frank Martin, that would have said something. Because Frank Martin, for somebody who hasn't been fighting a very long time, and you said this yourself, Free, he's a very talented natural boxer, man. He's very talented.
He is.
And,
he is.
And I don't think
I actually had Shakur winning that fight. That's why I was disappointed about the whole situation because I actually had Shakur winning the fight because like you just mentioned, I did say Frank Martin is an excellent boxer for the short period of time that he's been fighting, but he's only been fighting for a short period of time. Shakur's been fighting since he was 6 years old. So Shakur is more seasoned than Frank Martin. His ring IQ is better than Frank Martin. So I favor Shakur in that fight, but it doesn't take away the fact that Shakur did some shady
I'll just
business
say this, man.
not to get the fight.
I'll just say this: when you talk about Shakur and them, man, it can go all day because really what we want to do as fans, we want to see the best fight the best.
Yeah.
Hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna connect to my laptop. Hold on one second. Y'all keep going.
Yeah. That's why I want.
But I think I was watching actually that boy Crown, and Crown said it. He was like, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to see this type of stuff in Boston because it's like it's not fair for the fans, which I get. These guys put their life in danger too. So it's like we get it, but at the same time too, for you to do something shady like that,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to like kind of really be a fan of somebody like that.
Yeah, it's clear that Shakur, he tried to pressure Frank into taking the fight by doing some switch up shit like that and then having the public rain down on top of him. I'm glad that Frank stood tall and that he came out with his truth in the end. But that's some slimy shit.
Yeah, because like I said,
I don't never do no business dealings with him again if anybody ever pulls some shit like that.
Yeah, because it makes no sense for Frank Martin to pull out of a purse bid when he was guaranteed at least 40%. He was guaranteed at least 40%. So it makes no sense for him to pull out the purse bid unless the agreement was substantial enough amount of money for him to pull out of the purse bid. And $1 million is not enough money for him to pull out of the purse bid because we all believe that this fight is roughly about a $5 million fight. And that means Frank Martin would have got more than $1 million. So I just don't.
Yeah, this fight would have done big numbers because they were going to tie it in with it would have been kind of a little bit of crossover event with Formula One and their fans and what they have going on there and the TV viewership. So Frankie would have got a big piece if it was 50-50. They had it coming down the line.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it wouldn't have been a pay-per-view fight, but I think they would have did good numbers though because it's two guys. One guy's a little bit more known than the other guy, but it's two rising stars, and they fighting early in their career. I think the fans would have definitely tuned in to see that fight because it'd have been probably the toughest fight for both of those guys in their career.
Yeah, man. That'd been a great fight.
Yeah.
And you got Shakur, he got the celebrities behind him. And he got Jake Prince and his people.
Well,
but that's how the cookie crumbles with boxing.
Yeah, I mean, I just believe that they was already looking to get Santos already because that fight was announced literally like 2 days later after the whole situation with Frank Martin happened. The whole situation with Frank Martin happened, I think, was on a Saturday, and Monday we heard that he was fighting De Los Santos. Like literally, like 2 days later, no negotiation. Just 2 days later, they fight. So I'm thinking that they was already negotiating because how you get another PBC fighter just that quick? BVO about to come back up. He loading up on his laptop.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what I'm saying, man, I think the whole thing that we missing when it comes to this whole thing is that, Shakur can fight, man. I just really want to see him fight the best, man. I think that's just what it comes down to. I want to see him fight the best. What he said on $1 Million Worth of Game, it was great entertainment. But at the end of the day, me and you both know, man, talk is cheap, man. Get out there, fight the best, and we'll be happy, man. That's all we asking for. We asking for him to fight the absolute best. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's all we want. Yeah. We're not asking him to do nothing we didn't ask Floyd to do, nothing we didn't ask Tank to do. But let me ask you this. What do you think about Tyson? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, the thing is, when you constantly fighting top competition, we don't mind you taking a slightly lesser fighter in between. Like if you was out there fighting Tank Davis and then you turn around you fought Loma, we wouldn't mind you fighting De La Santos and then turn around you about to fight a Devin Haney after that. We wouldn't mind that. You giving us 2 big fights and then you give us a mediocre fight and then you give us another big fight. We wouldn't mind that. But I can't speak for the fact of the whole Williams Zepeda and Pitbull Cruz and Cambosos. My whole thing is he's shitting on Frank Martin because Frank Martin did take the 25%. But you ain't say nothing about Loma when Loma ducked your ass. You ain't called Loma a bitch or none of that shit. You ain't say nothing about them. You said that about Frank Martin, but you ain't called Williams Zepeda a bitch. You ain't called Pitbull Cruz a bitch or Loma a bitch.
No, he did call Pitbull a bitch. He did.
Oh, I didn't hear him call it. I just heard this interview. He just kept shitting on Frank Martin, but I know damn well he didn't say Loma's a bitch. I know that for sure.
No, he didn't say that. No.
I don't know. Maybe because I'll say this.
Let me ask you what you think about Tyson Fury saying he don't want to defend his belt. He want to just fight who he want to fight from now on.
He needs to be stripped immediately, post haste. You made it clear the sport of boxing is no longer your theater, your career. Fuck off.
No,
you don't need to carry that belt.
Fuck the post fight, pre-fight. He need to be stripped. He need to be stripped tomorrow.
Okay, that belt.
They should be sending him an email right now that you're no longer the champion.
Okay, that shit is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. That matter of fact, that the belt, and I told BVO this. It needs to be on the line for AJ versus Wilder, because Wilder is the #1 contender.
And that's the thing. They said the winner of the AJ and Wilder fight is an elimination fight to fight Tyson Fury, and I think that's the reason why he said it, because he believed that Deontay Wilder is going to beat AJ. He don't want to fight Wilder for a 4th time. He don't want to fight Wilder again. So I believe that's one of the reasons why he's saying that, because he believed that Wilder is going to win that fight, and he's not trying to fight Wilder again. I mean, he already said, "I'm not fighting that man ever again." He said those 3 fights took a lot out of me. I'm not fighting that man again.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
fights like that takes a lot out of you. So
yeah, so I think that's the reason why he said that. But that belt needs to be stripped from him.
Yeah, he needs to be stripped immediately, like now, like ahora.
I think it's funny, man, because I just don't see no way that you can hold the heavyweight champion. I mean, you're the true champion. Everybody else namesake. As the heavyweight champion, you're the true world champion of the world. And for him not to want to defend that title, it's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of sickening, man. I just don't know. I don't know who Tyson Fury think he is, bro. You can't do this. You can't say you great.
Not only is
you can't tell people, on interviews you want to be the GOAT, you want to be this. Go ahead.
But not only is he the WBC champion, but he's also the linear champion. So
I mean, he's the WBC champ
and the linear champion.
Yeah, that dude.
It's a bad look across the. I just say this. I just don't understand what's going on with Tyson Fury, and for the longest time, since my brother BC, it just don't make any sense, man. Because why not fight? Why not do it Lennox Lewis did. Why not do what Ali did? You go in there as I'm Daniel Dubois. I would love to see him versus Frank Sanchez, what's his name? Big Baby Anderson. I would love to see Tyson Fury fight all these guys. I mean, at the end of the day, the only way we can see who he really is through him fighting, man. And that's just what it is.
But we also got to
understand why he won't give us the fights that we deserve as the fans.
We also got to remember though, he's at his end of his career too. Like it's not like he's young. It's not like he's 20 something years old and something. Like he's at his end of his career. Yeah, granted he's a heavyweight, but still, like he took a lot of punishment.
No, he's not. He's not that old.
Say it again.
Tyson Fury is like 31, 32. He's not that old. When he fought Deontay Wilder, he was like 28.
Yeah, Tyson Fury is like 33. He's my age.
Yeah, Tyson Fury's young. He's not that old.
Yeah, he's 33. He's young.
He's younger than Wilder.
Yeah, I think he might be about to turn 34. So he's young.
You think he old because he sat out of boxing for
he's like
for a couple
34,
of
I believe.
Yeah, and his voice, and he fat as shit.
To take the fight.
Yeah, but not Tyson Fury not that old. He like 32, 33 somewhere around there. He's not that old. Yeah, he's 33. Yeah, 33.
What I'll say to this though is that it's just crazy because the dude said he wanted to get great. He's 33. Okay, so he's 33. So he's my age. I just don't understand why somebody who's supposed to be this good is not going out there proving it, man. It's just horrible, man. I don't think you see this much, man. When you see a guy just refuse to fight the best.
But you gotta remember that dude
boxing. That's a bad precedent.
That dude's not mentally right too. Also, though, he's really not mentally right. Like I don't think he's really all there.
I mean, that's what happens when you snort coke. You lose brain cells.
Well, he is mentally all there because he's prioritizing his money. He's understanding that I need to carve out as much money as I can, while risking the least.
That's what you think.
Shit.
That dude on coke, like D-Free just said. That dude is on there.
No, I definitely agree. He is on coke. Like I don't disagree with none of that. I'm just saying he's still rational.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Booger sugar.
Yeah, that shit kills brain cells. So
he's a drunk. Do you see how much this man drinks, D-Free?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Every time he get drunk, he kissing another man. I know it.
Man. Throwing fights when the bar owners throw him out, he want to fight with them niggas, kicking taxi cab drivers.
I still never forget that fight when he kissed that man on the lips after the fight was over. I was like,
whoa.
Where they do this at?
Yeah. Pinata, that was named Pinata.
I don't know. In Europe, they had that kind of culture.
He kissed that man on the lips in the fight. As soon as the fight was over, and they raised his hand, he kissed that man on the lips. I was like,
nah, that's
a West
foul.
Indian thing, man. That's like an island thing. That's an island thing.
Hell nah, that ain't no fucking West Island thing. You crazy?
That's not even an Italian thing.
That's a European thing.
The Italians kiss you on the cheek. They don't kiss you on the lip.
So
some of them folks will kiss you on the lip, man. Them niggas weird.
So this Andre and Benavidez fight, who you guys got winning?
Hey,
I got Benavidez.
Yeah, I'm favoring David.
I got Boo-Boo. Stop it.
I'm favoring David Benavidez because
I
didn't like how Boo-Boo looked at 168. Like Boo-Boo didn't look like himself at 168, and it was I believe it was because of the ring rust. But you set out another whole year since then, so you're gonna have more ring rust on top of that, and you didn't look great in that fight. So I don't know.
My thing with
I want Boo Boo to win, but I got David Benavidez winning that fight by stoppage.
I think they said he got Andre Rozier back in his corner or something like that too.
I mean, he might do, but I mean that ain't gonna help with the ring rust.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that helps.
I got Benavidez winning, but the reason why is not because I think Benavidez is a better fighter. I just think that Boo Boo he's gonna outbox him, But the thing with him is he gets caught in like cruise control, where he just fighting the same pace for the whole fight, and then he gets caught like slipping, just being relaxed. And I think Benavidez is gonna catch him. He's gonna put him
what
out.
I will say, because Boo Boo has such an awkward style, he might be able to catch David Benavidez because David Benavidez has been set down before. He might be able to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Because Boo Boo can punch. He can punch, so he might be able to catch him, but I don't know with the layoff.
I think
And he's gonna hit, and like you say, he's awkward, so he's gonna hit you with a shot you don't see. But the thing is, D3, he's not gonna finish him because he fight the same pace. He's not gonna turn it up.
He could frustrate him though. Like he doesn't really need to
knock
knock him out.
He can.
He definitely can frustrate.
Say this.
He can frustrate him, but it's just
I
not
really
like.
want to see how Ben Davies
what happened to him?
Right? It ain't just me. I'm just saying, right? It ain't just me.
No, you can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah, we're good. It's acting up today. I'm like my boy Nelly on the verses. I'm like my boy Nelly on the verses right now. It is, man. I'm excited. I'm excited long term, man, because we got that big fight with the guy Davies, the dude from the UK. He about to fight that guy Barossa, the dude that we call Grandpa that Rolly cheated and beat supposedly. He's about to fight him. I think Rolly's injured or something. So the 140.
No, they said if
so I think that's gonna be a good fight, and you got to keep in mind.
No, I was gonna say that Ishmael is a backup. That's if Rolly can't show up for the fight.
Yeah, Rolly's fight right now. Rolly is scheduled to fight Ben Davies. I don't know if that fight going to go through. He's scheduled to fight him. That's just mandatory. But if he can't fight, that's his backup, and I believe that Rolly's going to lose his belt if he can't fight.
I'm hoping Ben Davies I hope Ben Davies beats him.
No, his name is Ohio Davies, by the way.
Ohio Davies. That's what it is.
Well, I hope he beats him. It's the same thing. I hope he beats him though.
Yeah.
I hope he. I really don't like Rolly. I really legitimately don't like. Rolly.
The thing is, Ohio Davies, he's a decent fighter. But Rolly, he's an awkward fighter. Rolly's awkward.
I think that any solid, technical, experienced fighter will beat the living death out of Rolly. Rolly is not good.
You know,
Ishmael Barroso was beating him to death.
After that fight, I at first I was saying Rolly will beat Ryan, but after I saw that fight, I was like,
hey, you still in my stuff,
Ryan will beat Rolly.
Only BBO Bundini can say that, bro. You can't say that.
As I'm saying, he's not like BBO
Ryan.
No, at first I was thinking Rolly can beat Ryan, but after what I saw, I was like,
I'm gonna tell you.
Now Ryan can
tell you this, man. I think Ryan can beat Tio. I think Ryan can beat Tio, bro. No,
I think Ryan.
Ryan, he got fast hands. He got power. It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. I think Ryan will win now. I think Ryan will win now because he has a real trainer in his corner now. I think Gruesome was just there for the payday. I don't think Gruesome was really training. Actually, I know Gruesome wasn't training him because he said with a guy like Ryan, you don't change anything. You just compromise with him. So, nigga, you the fucking trainer. Nigga, you supposed to train him. Fuck you mean compromise? And then Ryan was saying he was training himself for like 3 days out of the week. Ryan was training himself.
Mad aggressive, bro. Relax. That's crazy. Nah, I don't know. I think Derek James is gonna fix his style because he needs. Derek James is definitely gonna fix his style.
Ryan Garcia is special, man. Ryan Garcia is special, man. I think even the great shit can't beat him. Even Teofimo couldn't beat Ryan. Ryan with Derek James is gonna be something crazy. I think so.
I mean, I don't know if he's special, unless you're talking about special. They is special, but I don't know if Ryan is special.
Teal special ed special. That's special ed right there.
That's a fact. That's a fossil fact.
Well,
that
I
nigga
feel like
Teal
this,
is
man.
crack
Ryan
baby.
got all the tools that I feel
There's something wrong with that.
No, when they had the press conference and he was talking to Tank Davis said the exact words that I was thinking. Tank Davis was like, "What?" I didn't understand nothing that Rolly said. I was like, "What the hell is this dude talking about?" Nigga, big head like a koala bear. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Rolly is an internet troll, D3. Come on. You gotta understand that. He ain't saying shit.
He said a pause. He's
It was
way
a whole lot of pauses that came from Rolly up on that stage. Rolly had to say a lot of pauses. That man was talking.
That's the thing.
And he was nervous as shit, D3. He said that was the first press conference he had ever been to. And I think he was scared of Tank at that point.
That's what happened.
Because at the next press conference where they had the face off, that nigga Rolly did not want to step to
It's a
him.
lot to deal with, man. These kids is learning on.
That's what happened when you deal with superstars. You in there with a superstar, those big lights on you for the first time, you get nervous.
Yeah, no, it's different because it's different. It's definitely different. I remember when Floyd said that. Floyd was like, "Bro, when you step in the ring with me, it's different.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
big
really
lights, man.
different
They
experience, bro."
definitely they're gonna let you know who's who, man. They're gonna let you know who's who and throw game up all the way, man, and fight because the fact that Jamal Charlo, better excuse me, has had that belt for almost 3 years. No fight. It's a travesty, man. It's an absolute travesty that kid had that belt this long. 160-pound division, man. And they're talking about he got mental health. Well, I don't know, man. When you hurt your foot, you still go to work, man. Either you gonna go to work or because Jamel Charlo chose to drink wild Irish rose all day. He can't fight. I think it's
He's cutting off. It's not just me, right?
That because he's talking bullshit.
Yeah, he's cutting off for me too. Come on, D. Come on, BBO. Get it together.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for you. I got you, big dog.
No, that's because BBO over there talking bullshit. They
Going
cut
out,
his
is
ass
it
off.
I'm gonna have to start his. I'm gonna have to start this.
You two don't like you talking about Jamal like that. I mean Jamal like that. Nah, see the thing is, at 160, it's really nobody there. There's really nobody there, so ain't no rush to get rid of his belt. There ain't really nobody there. They're like, okay, we know when Jamal come back, he's the big money maker in the division. Ain't nobody else really no big money maker at 160 right now. So they're like, what are we rushing to get rid of the belt? They're gonna get rid of the belt to drop to a lower payout. They ain't in a rush to get rid of that belt. I mean, who's supposed to be fighting for the belt? Who's the number one contender
you
for
don't
the
think
WBC?
he a big money maker?
Who's the number one contender for the WBC?
But I think it's Carlos Adames. But at the same time, D3, that don't make sense because I mean, you ain't pulling in nothing at that point. You just letting them sit there and not accumulate shit. At the very least, you can make some type of money charging sanction fees to a nobody.
No, they not making no money off of nobody at 160.
Might as well make him
Jamal Charlo is the money man at 160 right now because I don't know if Triple G ever fighting again. I don't know if Triple G ever fighting again. So
it's been
Jamal Charlo right now at 160 is the money man.
It's been a year since he's fought, right? Triple G.
I don't know. I know he went to 168.
I think he's retired.
Yeah, I think he might be. I think he might be retiring. But I know he went to 168 to fight Canelo. He dropped his belts and went to 168 to fight Canelo. So I think he's probably retiring after that.
No.
No, he's fully retired now. He didn't drop his belts. But no, he dropped one of his belts. But when he came back down, he still had the WBA and the IBF, and he dropped both of them shits. And he came out with his own energy drink. So I think he's officially done.
Yeah, he dropped those belts. Then it ain't no need for him fighting because he got to work his way back up to the titles.
I mean,
exactly.
Is he a Hall of Famer in y'all?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for the era, yeah, you have to give him. I would.
I don't know.
But he's probably the best middleweight of his era, D3. I would give him that.
Baby's cool.
Of his era?
I guess you gotta agree with that.
Yeah.
Nobody's better than him in his era. That's a fact.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he was the best middleweight.
I mean, the only two other guys you could put on that perch are Canelo Alvarez, Sergio Martinez, and Miguel Cotto.
He never fought
And I don't think and Sergio Martinez and Cotto, those are small guys. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't natural world build.
Those not his era. Those Cotto and Martinez is not Triple G's era. Triple G's era is Jamal Charlo and Canelo. That's his era.
Andre Ward was better though.
Bomb.
That's not. I mean, Andre Ward never fought at 160.
When I say that, yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He was at 168 and 175. He never fought at 160.
He sent that man.
But still, I would put Triple G up there with those guys. I'd make him a Hall of Famer.
And let's be honest here, man. Andre Ward,
but not just about
Andre Ward is only in the Hall of Fame because
Go ahead, BBO.
No, it's the only reason that he's in the Hall of Fame is because we did that Super 6 tournament. Other than that, man, we just gotta call what we see, man. Andre, I'll put it like this: I guarantee you, Beterbiev would have beat the life out of Andre Ward.
Probably would have.
I mean, easy work. So I mean, Andre Ward.
I ain't gonna say it was easy.
I ain't
gonna say it was easy work, but he probably will beat him.
Oh, but Beterbiev. Beterbiev will beat him to death, man.
What you mean? You just seen Beterbiev getting beat up by Yard.
No, you say everybody get beat to death. That's your favorite word. Everybody get beat to death. That's your favorite word. But we have never seen Andre Ward get beat to death. So how you gonna say he got beat to death? We never seen him get beat to death. Last time I checked, that man was undefeated.
32-0, baby.
Last time I checked, that man was undefeated. So I would say maybe Beterbiev can beat him, but I'm not gonna say he's gonna beat him to death. Andre Ward is not a slouch.
I didn't say it was a slouch. I'll be honest.
So you saying he get beat to death? That's like saying he's a slouch.
I'll put like
you put him on the same level as Marcus Brown and daggone Anthony Yard. He's not on that level. He beat all those guys. Every guy that Arthur Beterbiev beat, Andre Ward beats.
What I'm saying is this: when you talk about Beterbiev, I think Beterbiev's ring IQ would be too much because let's be honest, if Carl Froch would have had more power, he would have beat Andre Ward in the Super 6.
Did you watch that fight?
No.
Come on, BBO, stop.
Did you say Arthur Beterbiev ring IQ is better than Andre Ward?
Yes.
No, it's not.
How is it? How is it?
No, it's not.
He said, let me ask you this. So BT said he never seen Andre Ward hurt. I think I seen Sergey Kovalev knock him down easy.
No,
that's true.
Don't mean you hurt though.
Stop, Reed. You don't get knocked.
Nah, he was hurt.
I'm not saying.
If you see him in the corner, I watched the documentary.
What I'm saying is, because you get knocked down doesn't mean you hurt. It could be a flash knockdown. It doesn't mean. So you saying T.O. was hurt when he got knocked down by Kambosos?
Yeah,
I don't think it. No, he wasn't.
No, I don't think he was. But in that case, this specific case,
that's a flash knockdown. He wasn't hurt. He just got dropped. But it wasn't. He wasn't hurt.
I agree with you, but in this specific case, this was I think it was a left hook that landed clean on Ward's chin. That he was hurt.
I'm not defending what Brian Morgan said. I'm just saying just because you get knocked down doesn't mean you hurt. Because BBO was like, he got knocked down. That don't mean you hurt because you get knocked down.
The Flash
I
Thompson.
seen Andre Ward get hurt
All
before,
right, D3.
but his ring IQ allows him to get out of that situation.
He was hit by Clarence Boone, wasn't it? Was it Clarence Boone or something like that?
No, I can't remember. I know he got hurt by the guy that BBO just said.
Clarence Boone, wasn't it? Wasn't it Clarence Boone?
Who? Oh, Ward.
Yeah, it wasn't it Clarence. It was Clarence Boone.
He got hurt by Kovalev.
He got Kovalev. I know he got hurt by Kovalev.
And
he got hurt by Kovalev.
and some black fighter. I can't remember his name. He's an African.
Clarence.
He had a tough fight with Ward.
Clarence Boone. That's his name. Clarence Boone.
Yeah, that's probably him. Yeah.
Clarence Boone. That was him.
I seen him get hurt before, but I don't think Arthur Beterbiev ring IQ was better than Andre Ward.
Nah, because Andre's he's just smart. He knows how to take weapons away.
Have you ever seen Beterbiev and as much football as you seen Andre Ward in that?
Yes. Andre, when he got dropped, when he got cut.
Okay.
He was in trouble when he was fighting Marcus Brown. It wasn't until Marcus Brown headbutted him and he got cut. That's when Arthur Beterbiev went to another level because they was about to stop the fight.
Yard caught him.
He was in trouble in that fight. That's the first time I said, "Oh shit!" Arthur Beterbiev started to show his age. I literally said because I was calling the fight. I was like, "Damn, he's starting to show his age."
Yard caught him a couple times too. So it's not like Andre Ward wasn't going to catch him.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Arthur Beterbiev is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. I don't think nobody at 175 beats him. But I'm not going to say that he's just going to walk straight through Andre Ward.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either. But in a hypothetical matchup, yeah, I got Beterbiev beating him.
Can I ask you a question? I want our boxing historian to answer this. Is there a better lightweight that you've seen recently better than Beterbiev?
A better light heavyweight?
Yeah,
What you mean when you ask that?
Have you
A
seen
better
a more
light
dominant
heavyweight?
light heavyweight? than you've
Roy
seen?
Jones.
Have I seen a more dominant light heavyweight in the ring than Beterbiev in history?
Roy Jones.
I mean, yeah.
In recent history, in the last 20 years.
Roy
Jones. Roy Jones.
You would have to say Roy, of course. I mean, like, bro. And let me see.
Roy, Sergey Kovalev,
Bernard was up there for a little bit.
Antonio Tarver. Shoot.
Tarver had one great win, man. What are you talking
But no. But the question BVO asked was, who was it more dominant than Beterbiev? Beterbiev got all knockouts.
Yeah,
We got to give him credit for that.
I would say the only one that I would say is more dominant than Beterbiev is Roy Jones.
That's it.
Because Roy Jones is the only one that he can beat you up, and you will wish that you got knocked out.
He said, "God damn."
Could beat you silly.
He don't. I think BVO don't like Roy Jones.
I love Roy Jones, but the thing is, Roy Jones, once he lost his legs, he wasn't nothing.
Yeah,
that happens with age.
That's anybody.
That's age. That's
age. But Beterbiev is still pretty dominant. He didn't lost the step
because he don't need to use his legs, bro.
Right, he hasn't had to use his legs in his fights. The one fight that he had to use his legs was the Marcus Brown fight, and he was losing that fight.
Oof.
He ended up stopping him. He was losing that fight.
Yeah, I gotta before we do our fight party, Marcus, I gotta get my internet together, bro. It's too wacky.
So
that's why I was saying that I could screen share from my laptop.
All right, yeah, do it. See if you can do it.
See if
bro.
When Roy Jones went at his prime, man, I just don't see a lot of people beating him.
I think Roy Jones is the second greatest athlete of all time in boxing. I'm not saying that anybody can just beat him. I'm just saying that when he got old, he wasn't like Muhammad Ali. He didn't have another level to him. He was just all athletic.
You also got to remember he added like 30 pounds in muscle So it's not like.
But see, the thing is with Roy Jones was a freak of nature. He was an athlete. That's what he was. He was an athlete. He didn't rely on the fundamentals because he was so much faster and so much better than everybody else. He didn't rely on the fundamentals. So when it was time for him to rely on the fundamentals, he didn't remember the fundamentals because he relied on his athleticism. He didn't remember the fundamentals.
Let me tell y'all something. I watched this dude fight. It's back in 07 when he fought Trinidad, and I watched this dude fight live. And bro, I've never seen somebody that old. That I was just like, bro, ain't no way this dude is that old and he's still that fast.
No, he still got fast hands to the average person, but those fast hands to a pro boxer, are they fast hands to those guys? Now to a regular person, yeah, they still fast because we not pro boxers. But when you in there with another pro boxer, you're like, okay, his hands ain't that damn fast.
Yeah, but it was like, yeah. But even then, like it was like you said, it was true. Literally the next fight after.
That's like Mike Tyson right now. He still got quick head movements when you looking at him, but when another fighter looking at him, they're like, this nigga slow as shit. I'm about to knock his ass out. His old ass get in the ring with me, do that damn head move. I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Punch him in his back of his head.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this real quick before we get out of here. Do you think long term? Do you think Tank will be remembered as a great fighter? What do you think, Free?
Who?
Tank. You think Tank will be remembered as a great fighter?
Tank?
Yeah.
Do I think he's gonna be a great fighter long term?
Great fighter.
The hell is going on here?
You said, do I believe Tank is going to be a great fighter long term?
Remembered as a great fighter long term.
Yeah, because I mean, it depends on what you look at as a great fighter. See, some people look at knockout artists as great fighters, like Mike Tyson. They look at Mike Tyson as a great fighter, but because he was a knockout artist. So it depends on what you're looking at as a great fighter. If you're looking at a pure boxer, no, he won't be remembered as that. He remember as a pure knockout artist. That's what he remember as.
I think to me, he's not gonna be an all-time great, but I think for his era, he's gonna be great. That's kind of what it is right now.
He's gonna be in the mention of one of the greats at 135. He's gonna be in the mention of those because of what Tank Davis is do, where he knocks people out, especially if he never takes a loss. If he never takes a loss, he's definitely going to be remembered as one of the best 135-pound fighters.
Yeah, I think he's like you said, man. I think to him, he's just it's up to him to what he does next. I know that he said that he wants to fight Shakur, Devin, and who was the other one? There was another one.
He said he wanted to fight Devin, he wanted to fight Shakur, and he wanted to fight Loma. Those are the three fighters that he said he wanted to fight.
He said after those three fights he wants to be done. But I don't know.
That's what he said.
Yo, so, BVO, you can see. My bad, D3. BVO, you can see the other screen.
I can see the screen, but it's black right now.
Oh damn! Hold on.
Yeah, BVO he fell off, but I can see the screen, but it's just black.
Listen, what we're gonna do is start a GoFundMe for BVO.
No, I'm trying to screen share this fight. Me and BVO said we wanted to have this fight party.
What fight y'all watching?
Yeah, I can see the screen. It's just black right now. I can't see nothing on it.
What fight y'all watching tonight?
It's a little fight card I put together. Some crazy fights with Ray Mancini, Jack Dempsey, Ron Lyle. I just put together a card for Ohio fighters. Some of the great Ohio fighters.
Oh, okay. Dedication to BVO right there.
Yeah, man.
You gotta wait for him to come back up because he's not up. He fell off.
But what we was talking about before, we're talking about Shakur. Who was talking about?
Talking about Roy?
He was saying, do you believe Tank Davis will be remembered as a great fighter? Long time.
No. I mean, his career is not over. I can't say that, but if he fights Shakur, Haney, and T.O., I mean, yeah.
But see, you think
and if he beats those guys,
you think from a diehard boxing fan, as a casual, they will remember Tank Davis as a knockout artist. He will be remembered as one of the best 135-pound knockout artists, because that's what he does. That's all he gets is knockouts. He only got 2 fights that went the distance, so he gets nothing but knockout. And so, it depends on what you consider as a great fighter. Like I said, Mike Tyson is remembered as a great fighter because he got knockouts. When he fought the best competition, he got beat, but he's still remembered as a great fighter because he got knockouts.
But even then, like, for him to, in a perfect world, we're not gonna get everything we want. In a perfect world, he just has to beat maybe 2 out of the 3 fighters that he really wants. And to me, I think those 2 fighters could be Devin and Shakur, and that's really it. Don't really. In a perfect world, we can't get everything.
It might not even have to be those guys, because you still got some upcoming fighters that's coming up at 135. If he fight those guys, and say Tank Davis fight another 15 fights before he retires, and he don't lose, and he fight all those upcoming prospects and beat all of them, he's going to be remembered as one of the great fighters at 135 during his era.
Yeah. So it's not like he's not on his way. He's on his way. It's just depending on what's his next moves.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Tank Davis, even though we say, okay, Tank Davis hasn't fought the guys that we want him to fight, the casuals don't see it that way because they still buying all his fights. That man is the money man at 135.
He's the money man in boxing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, he's the money man in boxing because nobody sold more tickets than him this year. Nobody did a bigger pay-per-view so far this year. And from 160 and down, there's nobody selling more, doing a bigger pay-per-view than Tank Davis.
And even 160 and up. 160 and up, too.
The only person that probably can do a bigger pay-per-view than Tank Davis is Canelo, because he's fighting Jermell Charlo. I don't see nobody else outside of Canelo.
To tell you the truth, I don't see that fight being big. I can't see that fight being. I don't think casuals. I don't think casuals will buy into it.
It's not even the fact that the casuals. You got the blacks versus the Mexicans, the 2 biggest fan bases in boxing. So Jermell has a fan base. He has a fan base, so his fans buy the fight, and then all of the Mexicans in the country of Mexico buy the fight. They could very well do over 1 million pay-per-view.
Yeah, it could. Definitely could. I think Jermell did a smart thing too, though, adding Joan Guzman to his camp a while back, which is really smart.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it all depends on how they sell his fight, and if these people go out and buy the fight, but because it is a big fight, is undisputed versus undisputed, so it is a big fight. So I mean, it very well could do over 1 million pay-per-views. I don't know if it will, but I know it's going to get damn near close to it. It's going to do. I think it'll do more than what he did with Caleb Plant. Yeah, he did. I think he did like 700 or 800,000 with Caleb Plant. I think it'll do more than what he did with Caleb Plant, because Jermell has a bigger name than Caleb Plant.
Yeah. Jermell. I'm hoping Jermell wins. I just wish he, because he deserves it. Like, I think I'm
rooting for Jermell. I just don't know how the weight going to look on him at 68.
That's the same thing.
Two weight classes.
That's the same thing. I hope Jermell wins too, because I like that fight better than I like him versus Crawford better than Canelo versus Crawford. That's the fight I want to see.
I don't even think the Crawford and Jermell fight will happen. I don't even think the Crawford and Canelo fight will happen.
To tell you the truth, I don't even think the Errol Spence rematch is going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
It's going to
happen.
But
some of those fights, man, I don't know. Like, it's going to be way too much money on the table to just walk away from that.
Well, Canelo already said, I'm not fighting because I don't get nothing out of it. It's a lose-lose for me. If I beat him, they're gonna say he was too small. If he beat me, they're gonna say I got beat by the smaller man. So he said it's a lose-lose for him.
Yeah.
But he's recently been coming out and changing his tune on that. He said he'd be willing to fight him at his weight. And he said that he's been saying some nasty shit, saying like, why the fuck people saying Crawford is the best, who he only fought Spence.
The thing is with Canelo is when Canelo said he not fighting somebody, he usually don't fight him. We saw what he did with Boo Boo. We saw what he did with David Benavidez. He usually don't fight those guys when he say he's not fighting them. So
I mean, we're gonna see, but I think it's gonna be way too
I
much
take
money.
Canelo word over Buds at this point. I take Canelo word over Buds at this point.
Yeah, but I like I said, I don't think this fight's gonna happen. I don't think that fight gonna happen again because I think it's just more now.
It's more of a chance for Jamel in turns to happen than it is for Canelo in turns. It's more of a chance for Jamel in turns to happen.
I think Terrence is chasing that 3-time undisputed. I think that's what it is. To tell you the truth, I think that's what it is. Could very well be.
They're gonna probably do turns basically nothing.
But I'm gonna get off this. You guys have a good night now.
And step back before you resume.
All right, peace, Juan.
In case of a clean knockdown, the boxer knocked down must take an 8 count.
This fight
go to the farthest corner of the ring and stay
Ezra
there while we
Charles,
begin the fight again.
the Cincinnati Cobra, taking on Bob Satterfield. This fight was an elimination for Rocky Marciano's heavyweight title. At this time, Bob Satterfield was looked at as one of the most feared punchers in the history of the heavyweight division. It's going to be a short, though explosive fight.
All of that happened in 1 minute and 41 seconds of the first round. Bob now has won his last 4 bouts over the KO route. Has had a total of 48 bouts, winning 33. He scored 25 knockouts. Charles with 96 fights and 85 wins. That's Charles in the white trunks, outweighing Satterfield 9 pounds. Both men can really stiffen you with the left hook.
Them some small heavyweights right there, man.
All of them were small heavyweights back then. Heavyweight was like 180 pounds back then.
Charles is a unanimous pick.
Yeah, Rocky was about 185.
Here tonight over Bob Satterfield, who is doing much more weaving and crouching than we have ever seen him do.
Something I like about Ezra Charles is you could see the early versions of the Philly shell in his style.
This is round 1 of a scheduled 10-rounder. A bout that means
You don't see when he's in the mid-range, he likes to use the slip jabs.
Charles, who is reputed to be in line for a championship shot at Rocky Marciano. Satterfield got in his first good left hook. Charles has lost his mouthpiece. He almost lost it. He was able to gulp it back in.
He's able to go his back.
Man, you're a big kid, bro. Stop it.
Pause, man. He's able to gulp it back in.
45 seconds in the round.
Satterfield was on his ass.
That was crazy.
Bro, come on, man.
That was crazy, bro.
Come on, BBO. Mind always go. Why it always gotta go there for you, bro? Come on.
Oh man. That's a 1954.
Yeah. My father wasn't even born yet. That's 3 days before my birthday, but my father wasn't even born yet. My father wasn't born until September of that year.
You said you probably wasn't born until September of that year, D3. I didn't know you was that old.
I said my father wasn't born until September of that year. My birthday is 3 days after that. My birthday is January 16th, but 1976.
As he throws those,
that shit 22 years before I was born.
Oh, shoot. I was born on January 14th.
With the exception of the final right hand of the bell.
And my oldest daughter was born January 20th.
Yeah, in 2000, I was already driving, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, you old, bro.
My son was born in 2000. He's a millennium baby. He was born August 8th, 2000. I mean, August 14th, 2000.
Wait, hold on. BVO, that's cap. You said you 33?
Yep.
So that means you only 10 years older than me. That's cap.
Now over to the corner, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Ezra Charles.
In the States, I'm like Boost. I live on 88.
His co-manager, Tom Tennis. Charles, in his last outing, knocked out Coley Wallace out in San Francisco. And
I ain't gonna lie, Marky. I ain't
even
thinking
Valdez. That's the win by Valdez.
Shit, me and my daughter's birthday is 4 days apart. My two sons' birthdays are 6 days apart, and then I got a set of twins. We got double birthday parties every year.
Charles is in the white trunk.
This round, I want y'all to see how Ezra Charles set this man up.
Ooh.
You trying to take him out?
Hey, I want everybody to know we still gonna do that giveaway for the PS5. The moment we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away a PS5 with the new NBA 2K24 as well as a Madden 2K24. So,
or 2K25, depending on how long we take to get 2,000 subscribers.
This dude crazy. Hey, we back doing our thing, man. We up to
Good night.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not going to get up. 8,
why is he killing?
9.
Golly.
See, that's exactly how Tyson Fury felt. He should have been out.
Left hook.
Look, they hold his pants up too, man. That was crazy.
I want y'all to see this left hook.
Shot by just a slight mark.
Oh.
That shot by just a slight mark. Charles missed that shot by just a slight mark.
That's how you do Marky Dan.
Batteries fell out of there.
That look like T.O. right there.
Oh.
T.O.?
No, that looked like Ryan.
I ain't never seen Ryan bleed yet. That boy T.O. ever since he fought Kambosos, man, that eye like to open up and bleed, man. I don't know what Kambosos hit him with.
Caught his ass with a shot he ain't see coming.
Oh shoot! Shoot! Hold on, I didn't mean. Damn, that's a top rank fight. My bad.
Yeah, you gotta remove that, bro. We
4 days away. Bad, baby.
We were 4 days away, bro. Hey, but shout out to my brother D Free, man. I'm kicking his head in fantasy. I'm 1-1. So if y'all ever forgot, man, that boy D Free can't beat me in fantasy, man. But also, I'm coming off a win of destroying Marky Dan. So it's your boy BBO, it's your boy D Free, it's your boy Marky Dan. This is the Roll with the Punches podcast, and we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.